I used to love watching Fairly Odd Parents when I was younger, but all that changed one late night. I was just sitting at home. It was 3 a.m. and I was really bored, so I turned on the television. To my shock and surprise, the Fairly Odd Parents were on. So I figured, why not? I'll watch it. When I was younger, I'd watch this show all the time, so I couldn't help but want to watch it now. I mean, it's been so long, plus nothing else was on, so it was either this or die of extreme boredom, but I should have went with the boredom. So it started out as a normal episode of The Fairly Odd Parents. All of them were singing and dancing and just doing what they normally do, except for some reason at the end of the intro, Vicky wasn't there. Strange, I thought out loud to myself. I just shrugged it off and just took it as a special episode. So the episode went on as normal. Timmy was at school being picked on by the bully named Francis. But as soon as Francis got near Timmy, something strange happened. The screen blacked out. Stupid TV, I muttered to myself before trying to fix it. The screen faded back after a while, and I guess I must have missed the part of Timmy getting picked on because Francis was nowhere to be seen. So Timmy just continued his day as usual, but for some reason, no one wanted to be near him. I mean, this is Timmy, so that's normal, but not even his friends would be caught hanging around him, which is strange. So he makes it to his classroom, and Mr. Crocker just got up to give Timmy an F. The TV blacked out again. This was getting really annoying. Before I got up, the TV was back on. The class was full, but of petrified faces. But Timmy's must have missed something, I thought to myself. So that was the end of the school day. And Timmy got on the bus, but no one would sit by him. Not even his best friends, Chester and AJ. Now, I was a little on edge because this show was getting a little too weird. Once the bus ride stopped, Timmy got off the bus. But for some reason, his fairies weren't there to greet him. That was strange, I thought to myself. So Timmy went inside and he was greeted with a great big chainsaw by Vicky. My screen went black again, but it was like a fading black. I kept blinking. It was like a lightning flash. It looked like Timmy was dragging 3 big body bags. He dropped it off in his basement, then walked away. The screen stopped fading in and out. I was officially creeped out. I was curious at the time, so I kept watching anyways. The whole house was empty now. Even the fairies weren't there. And all of a sudden, Timmy went back down to the basement. The most gruesome sight I'd ever seen was there. In the very corner of the room were Cosmo and Wanda chained to a wall. Timmy's eyes were blood red. He took the chainsaw which Vicky had earlier and chopped his fairies in two, and while he was cutting them, I saw the body bags slightly opened, and inside were the bodies of Francis, Vicky, and Mr. Crocker, and dead in the corner were his parents. I was freaking out, and all of a sudden, Timmy turned to look at me, then turned to the wall. He wrote on it in his fairy's blood, "You are next." I was really terrified. I turned off the TV, took out my cell phone, and called 911. They came over and noticed nothing out of the ordinary. I kept telling them it's true, but they didn't believe me. They said I needed a quack. I needed help. They took me to a therapist. He said I was clearly insane. He prescribed me some meds and told me I'd better stay at a shelter for a little bit to clear my head. So I went there right away. You know what was the first thing I saw in my room? A little kid in a pink hat. And the words written on the wall behind him were,